All right, welcome back. Picking up where we left off, this is the last app we did, the texting app. As promised, we're going to be doing a web browser app this time. I did want to show you I don't have my face in this app again. I do apologize about that, but we need to see the components and the properties a lot better. So I don't want to keep dragging myself around, so I didn't put my face back in. Let's go to My Projects, Start New Project. Let's go to Web Browser. We're going to type in Web Browser. And I'm going to show you here, this can only be one word. Okay, now in the actual app itself, when we set the title, that can be 2 words. So if we go here and type 2 words, that's fine, but the name of the app can actually only ever be 1 word. Okay, and you'll see that right here. So now we need to build the interface. To do that, we're going to go to Layout and we're going to go to Horizontal Arrangement. And we're going to do that because we have to add several buttons next to each other. So for the first button, I'm going to make it say Home. The second button, I'm going to make it a left arrow. The third button, I'm going to name or make a right arrow. And then I'm going to add a text box. Oops. Add a text box, okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this text box just a little bit smaller on the width, just because I need to fit one more button in there. Let's see if it'll shrink it a little. Oops, that's too much. Let's go to 125. Alright, and I'm going to add one more button right here, and we're going to name that Submit, and then we're going to change the text box just so that I can see all of Submit. I just got to change it just a tiny little bit. We're going to change that down to 115. Alright, so now our user interface is built. I'm going to move the Submit button over here, move the address bar over there, and make our horizontal arrangement with the width is going to say Fill Parent so that everything shows correctly. Okay, so now we have all of our buttons, but we need to rename them. So I need to go rename that to Button Home. Rename that to Button Left, or Back rather. Rename to Button Forward. Rename to Button Submit. And we're going to rename the text box to Text Box Address. Okay, so now that's all the buttons and the text box for this. The other thing I could do is I could take this text box here, put it right down here, and just have it fill parent, or vice versa. I could put it at the top, if it'll ever go for me, and stay there. Okay, and you notice how it turned blue, and that's where that lets you know that's where it's going to land. So if I wanted to do that and then have it go fill parent, I can do that. And sometimes that's what people like instead, or like I said, you can have the buttons above it as well. I think I'm going to leave it like this, just because I like how that looks. Now we're going to go and we're going to drag this thing here called a web viewer. Now web viewer automatically fills parent. There's nothing you have to worry about with that, but you can change it if you'd like. Now here it's asking for a home URL. Just like when you load a web browser on your computer and it goes to maybe Google or Bing or whatever you have your homepage set to, well, this has a homepage too, but it's blank right now. So I'm going to set it to Google, but you need to make sure that you put this http:// then www.google.com, or it's not going to work with the web viewer. Okay, so that's all we need to do to set this up. So what we're going to do is end this video here, and in the next video I'm going to go into the blocks editor and show you how this works. Okay, I'll see you there.